Hello, my name is Damien Orchard. Welcome to the Firefighter Flash game demonstration. Today I'll be showing you how the game works as well as how to play. As you can see, as soon as the game loads, we are presented with a number of different choices. We have the option to select the tutorial level or levels 2 through 8, which are the main levels of the game. At the top of the screen we have the option to reset the game back to its original state, eliminating all save data and scores. On the right hand side we have the option to view the credits for the game. Down at the bottom of the screen is the option to enter the character customization screen, which allows the player to customize their character to their liking. Beside that, we have the skill upgrade option, which allows the player to purchase new combat abilities that can be used in-game to help complete the levels. So let's jump right in and we'll go to the tutorial level by clicking on the button. As you can see, the character is dropped into the level ready to play. Immediately, you might notice a large sign indicating the movement keys for the game. As it says, movement is controlled by pressing the A, D, and W keys. A moves left, D moves right, and W jumps. You can also move left and right while in the air jumping. You may also have noticed that the character points his arm in the direction of the mouse cursor. This allows the player to direct his attack wherever he points. As the next sign indicates, there is a fire sprite on the platform ahead. It is also telling us that we should use the left mouse button to shoot a water bubble at the sprite. Let's do that now, as soon as the sprite comes back. Good, the sprite was defeated. Now we can move on. So let's jump up onto this next platform. Okay, we've got another sign here, telling us that each time we shoot a water bubble, our water gauge on the left-hand side is depleted. As you can see, it's already missing one bubble. We only have a limited amount of water bubbles, so we must budget how much we use accordingly. Now let's take a look at what happens when the character comes into contact with an enemy. If you look at the health bar on the top, when the character is hurt, he loses some health. At the base amount, the character can be hit 5 times before dying. At the top of the screen is also a timer, which counts down from 3 minutes or 180 seconds. When the player runs out of health or the timer reaches 0, the level is lost and the player must try again. Moving on, we encounter the exit door. This is the only exit out of the level. However, it is locked at this point in time. A red door means locked. A green door means it's unlocked and open, ready to leave. The only way to turn the door green is to find the civilian within the level. So let's continue on and find the civilian. After we kill this water bubble. Okay, so this is the civilian. Each level can only be completed by finding and coming into contact with the civilian. Keep an eye on the exit door in the bottom right-hand corner. Watch what happens when we contact the civilian. As you can see, it has turned green. That means the door is now unlocked and we can exit and complete the level. As indicated by the sign above the door, pressing the S key on the keyboard will exit the level. Let's do that now. We are now presented with the level completion screen, which shows our score for the level calculated based on the time remaining in the level. There's our time, 39 seconds, the bubbles remaining in the level, 6 bubbles, and the damage we took during the level. 1 point of damage took off 100 points of score. So our total score for the level is 890 points. Since I had previously completed this level with a score of 2,740 points, my stats will not be updated on the main menu. Let's continue to the main menu now. If you watch the main text on the right-hand side, when we hover over a level button, you'll see that the score and completion stats for the level are shown. The total score at the top is the sum of all the level's scores. I have no scores yet for level 3 or 2 through 8. Now let's try our character customizer next. We'll click on the customizer button. As you can see, our main character is displayed in the center of the screen, and we have the options to change his head, eyes, mouth, body, arms, and legs. So let's start changing some options until we find the ones we like. I think I'll take the robot head. I'll take the triangle eyes. I'll take the open mouth. The pirate body. I'll select the spiked arms. And I'll take the girl's legs. Once we are satisfied with our options, we can click the Save button to save our options. Then we can click the Main Menu button to return to the main menu. Next, let's have a look at the Skill Upgrade Shop. The shop allows us to spend our score on combat abilities. As you can see here, there are 5 different upgrades that can be purchased. The first is the Health Bar upgrade, level 1 of which doubles the character's hit points, bringing his total to 10, level 2 triples his health points, bringing it to 15, and level 3 causes the health bar to regenerate 1 hit point every 10 seconds. The water gauge stat is very similar. Level 1 doubles the bubbles that we have, level 2 provides triple the amount of bubbles, and level 3 causes the bubbles to regenerate once every 10 seconds. The water stealth ability allows the player to turn invisible to the enemies, making him immune to harm and causing certain enemies to lose sight of the player. Level 1 lasts for 3 seconds and costs 2 water bubbles to use. To use stealth, you must press the Q button on the keyboard. Level 3 stealth lasts 6 seconds, and level 3 stealth lasts 9 seconds and causes any enemies you touch to receive damage. The water decoy ability allows the player to place a decoy in the level which will distract certain enemies from attacking the player. The water decoy will take damage from enemies that touch it, but only has a small amount of hit points and will be destroyed on contact. At level 1 the decoy can only take 1 hit, at level 2 the decoy can take 3 hits and shoot water bubbles, at level 3 the water decoy can take up to 5 hits and shoots 4 bubbles. You can place the water decoy by pressing E. The water blast skill allows the player to initiate an area of effect attack from his position, which expands and damages any enemies that come into contact with it. At higher levels, the duration and radius of the water blast are increased. You can cast water blast by pressing the spacebar. Purchasing a skill decreases your score fund by the listed amount, but you can always reset your skills without worry about losing your score. Let's purchase a stealth and then reset to show that your score fund are refunded as well. Let's test out the stealth in a level. Let's launch level 2. As you can see, our saved customization options have been loaded into the level. Remember that stealth is activated by pressing the Q button. We'll activate stealth whenever we encounter an enemy. Stealth allows us to pass right by an enemy without taking any damage. We've made it to the exit door with full health thanks So using stealth in a level allows us to pass completely by everything without taking any damage. We've made it to the exit door without taking a single hit. So let's go back to the skill shops and reset our skills to try out some other abilities. We'll click the reset button to refund our funds. So now let's buy the Decoy level 1 skill and the Water Blast level 1 skill. And we'll proceed to level 5 to test out our abilities, since it contains the Tracker enemy type, which can be distracted by the decoy. As you can see, the sign introduces the Tracker enemy to the player. If you look on the left bottom, you'll see the Tracker coming here. Alright, let's run away to demonstrate how it tracks us. The tracker attempts to hit the character, causing him damage. Let's put up a decoy by pressing E to demonstrate how it switches targets to the decoy. As you can see, they start chasing the decoy instead of the player. But, unfortunately, our low-level decoy was killed without finishing off the tracker. So we'll set a second decoy to kill that tracker. Now let's use Water Blast on these two trackers. We missed one, but as you can see, when the tracker went through the Water Blast, it took damage. Let's do a second Water Blast. As you can see, the nearest tracker recovered from his own first damage while still inside the radius of the blast, and so he was damaged twice, killing it. Water Blast can be an effective way to damage multiple targets multiple times. Now, since there's no way I can finish this level without water bubbles left, I'll just go ahead and die. So let's go back to the main menu and reset our skills again. There we go, reset. I'm rather fond of water stealth, so I usually just go ahead and purchase that as soon as I can. But let's actually reset our skills, and we'll demonstrate how taking upgrades in the health bar and water gauge path affect our stats. So we'll take level 1 of each of those, health bar, water gauge, go back to the main menu. Let's select the tutorial level again, since it's nice and short. As you can see, our water gauge has doubled in size, allowing us 20 shots before running out. Let's go take some damage now and see how much we get hurt. Okay, so we now take about half the amount of damage that we previously did. Let's finish off this level. No need to worry about health here, we're just getting through. I'll go ahead and click the exit door. Now we'll just go have a look at the credits screen, which shows who designed the game and where the sound effects came from. Which, by the way, there are sound effects. I've just been talking over them. Okay, so let's reset the game. First we'll have a look at the total score, which is 4240. Now it's down to 0, and as you can see, all of my stats for each level have been reset back to 0. The character customization options have been erased, and the purchase skills have been erased as well. Everything has been back to its original state. Keep in mind that not all enemy types were shown during this presentation. Leave that for the player character to figure out. There is also a secret level that contains a boss type character, which can only be unlocked by beating the previous 8 levels. Thank you for watching the demonstration, and I hope you enjoy the game.